All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our artificial intelligence course, and we're still doing our natural language module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, tonight was more note taking. We're still just going over the basics of the module and going over the basics and understandings of what we're going to be getting ourselves into. So, there's going to be some light reading tonight. So, let's pick up where we left off. Now, sometimes the same sentence can be interpreted in multiple ways, and that's something that we'll need to think about as well. And this lends itself to another problem within language that we need to think about, which is semantics. While syntax is all about the structure of language, semantics is all about the meaning of language. It's not enough for a computer just to know that a sentence is well structured if it doesn't know what the sentence means. And so semantics is going to concern itself with the meaning of words and the meaning of sentences. So if we go back to that same sentence as before, just before 9 o'clock, Sherlock Holmes stepped briskly into the room. We could come up with another sentence as well. For example, a few minutes before 9, Sherlock Holmes walked quickly into the room. And those are two different sentences with some of the words the same and some of the words different, but the two sentences have essentially the same meaning. And so ideally, whatever model we build, we'll be able to understand that these two sentences, while different, mean something very similar. Some syntactically well-formed sentences don't mean anything at all. For example, colorless green ideas sleep furiously. This is syntactically structured sentence, but taken as a whole, it doesn't mean anything. And so, if our computers are going to be able to work with natural language and perform tasks in natural language processing, there are things we will need to take into account. We will need to think about syntax and we need to think about semantics. So, how could we go about trying to teach a computer how to understand the structure of natural language? One approach we might take is by thinking about the rule of language. Our natural languages have rules, and only if we could formalize those rules that we could give those rules to a computer, and the computer will be able to make sense of them and understand them. So let's try to do exactly that. We're going to try to define a formal grammar. Now, formal grammar is a system of rules for generating sentences in a language. Now, that's why I stopped. I didn't get too far. Like I said, it was just a bunch of note taking, and we're still just going over the basic understandings to expect from this module. So we didn't do anything too heavy as of yet. So it's just going to be a night of light reading. But of course, we will pick it up tomorrow, and I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.